Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Learning Curves. We have a little bit of a different episode today. We have an intern takeover. We thought it would be a really fun idea while Kelly is on her big excursion to Ireland to take over. So we're just going to start with a little bit of a brief introduction, and then we're going to get into college life, what we're learning, what we're excited to learn, what we're liking, what we're not. So I'll start. I'm Taylor Neubner, and I am going to be a senior at UCF. I am majoring in communications. I'm a writing and rhetoric minor. We've been here for about, a month?
Yeah.
4 weeks. So I'm really enjoying it. I am looking to go into the marketing field, so this has been so great just to learn about everything, sales, project management, design. It's been great. I've been in a few meetings with a few clients, on a few calls, so I've really gotten a deeper dive into a lot of things. So I'll pass it on to whoever wants to go next.
I go next. Yeah. So my name is Ethan. I am a finance major at USF with a minor in management. And currently, I am a senior, but I might extend it with a grad program. I'm not really too sure yet. Trying to see what's going to happen.
What would you do for grad?
My MBA, Master's in Business. Yeah.
Love it.
USF is number 19 in the world, believe it or not.
Go Bulls.
Go Bulls. But, so you might be wondering, as a finance major, why am I at a marketing firm? And the answer is because CEA has everything. Due to the fact it's a small business, it covers every aspect of the business cycle. And because of that, you get to learn all parts of it. And a large part of owning a business, as you can ask Kelly about, is finance. And sometimes it is the hardest part. It's the reason why so many small businesses fail is because they can't understand the finances. And so I've been a little bit more behind the scenes, not as much talking to clients, but trying to, fix the books, learn the books, automate the books, and make it an easier experience for everyone else.
Have you always been good at math?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
So you enjoy it?
I do.
Do you ever think about accounting?
That's what I was thinking. No.
I am not the biggest fan of accounting, personally.
Do you consider yourself a finance bro?
I try.
What do you want to do with it? Like what's the main job you're looking for?
Working on Wall Street one day is the dream.
Wall Street would be pretty cool. I can't lie. But honestly, it always sounds boring when I describe to people I want to work at a bank. But the banking industry isn't as boring as when you go to a bank and see a bunch of people in suits, right? It's so much more intriguing than that. Trying to find out the stock market, try to find solutions and look into different companies and see how they prosper, why they're doing well, why they're not. Look into industry. It's literally solving a big puzzle. And that really interests me. And you make a lot of money for doing it.
If you're good at that, I could see it being enjoyable. If you like that kind of stuff, though. And if you're
there
good
just
at
are a few settings where I would I think, dread going into. And one of them is a bank and the other's a hospital.
No,
I just feel like I could never do it.
It's so boring, so mundane to me, but if you like it.
And I thought the same exact thing until I went to the place I want to work, Citibank, and they had their own personal gym. They had a ping pong tournament set up.
Where is it here in?
Yeah, in Tampa.
Tampa? Really?
Yeah. Those are the real finance bros.
I was saying,
the real.
Yeah.
They got a Starbucks on the main floor. It's pretty crazy.
Funny.
Yeah.
All right. You want to get into your intro, Sam?
Yes, I'm Samantha, or Sam, and I'm a biology major at University of Florida.
We have all the majors here.
You do, yes. You may actually be wondering why a biology major would be here, but I am minoring in business, so this will be very helpful for that. And even if I'm still not, it's up in the air what I want to do, possibly vet. We're going being very versatile this summer.
You're volunteering at a vet, right?
Yes, and so we're getting all of it. But even if I do go down the vet route, I've heard from every single vet person I've talked to or any club meeting I go, they go, not finance, thinking about that, minor in business because you're going to need it for everything.
Right.
And this being here would definitely help me and teach me about that.
Even learning here, I didn't realize, I just thought naively you could work for a marketing firm, agency, corporation, whatever you want to do, but every single business, every single person really needs marketing.
Yeah.
So there's so many opportunities.
Like
in the
whatever
world.
you do, you're gonna
Seriously,
like, especially because in the like veterinarian, if you become one, to make the most money and like to like actually be with the most animals and all that stuff, you want to open your own practice. That's a business. You're gonna be doing business, your own marketing, your own like networking for that. Right. So it's important to know. And any science like thing, like if you're gonna be a doctor or work at a hospital and all that stuff.
Are you seeing any of like how they market or like the ways they market at the vet?
At the vet that I'm volunteering at, there's the main veterinarian, and she has a business partner. She didn't want to have to deal with that. So that is a second route you can go. Yeah. But they work together with all that stuff still. So I have talked to the business girl, and she got like a whole like majored in like business veterinarian. Like
wow.
Yeah, that's so like a business management thing.
That's really specific.
So like a double major?
I don't know. I don't remember what she said, but that's like on her degree is like veterinarian management.
Could be a double major.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, maybe.
So like she knows all about that. She was telling me she worked at Clearwater Marine Aquarium. She did all that stuff for them too. Cool. So.
Wow.
All right.
Good for her.
On to Miss Marketing, Miss Journalism.
I'm Krysta. I go to Fordham University, Lincoln Center campus in New York. I am majoring in journalism with a potential minor in digital technology and emerging media. And my hope is to go into the marketing field or potentially PR. I wish I didn't major in journalism, but it's too late to go back.
That's what it is.
Yeah, I started taking classes my freshman year, and I realized now after my sophomore year, because I'm going to be a junior, I hate journalism. I just don't like really interviewing like strangers because they never really get back to you. The response rate for my final project was like less than 10%, and I reached out to like 50 people. But here at CEA, I've been mostly working with Taylor here, and we've been
working together a lot.
Yeah, definitely. And we've been working on the CEA socials, and I have been also doing a lot of HubSpot training, and hopefully I'm going to start working on HubSpot soon. And
works.
Yes.
Literally speaking about like college, I went in as I think it was communication sciences and disorders for speech pathology. And now I'm like at a marketing firm. No, I just like, it was very like, your major, that's what you're going to do. Like, that's your future. That's your career. And for some reason that was freaking me out. So communications, I just felt like it was way more broad. So
I can definitely attest to that too. When I like first got there, it feels like there's like this huge pressure to choose the right thing.
And no one helps you.
No
like,
one.
or maybe I just like didn't do something right and I wasn't seeking all the resources I could have been. But I swear, like, no one is like, if you're good at this, you should do this. If you like this, you should do this. Like, you're very, like, I was even looking at sociology for a while. What is sociology?
I couldn't tell you.
Right.
It was my dream to major in journalism because I had an internship with Serena Vazan. She's a local journalist in Tampa. In my high school career. And it was my dream to go to Emerson College. I decided not to go there after my senior year in high school. And I decided to go to Fordham and
talk about a little bit about like New York City. Because I feel like we get to listen to her talk about that like all day long. It's so interesting.
Sure.
There's so many businesses there too for like that your kind of major.
God, you could do anything.
Do
you want to live there after postgrad?
Postgrad, I really want to live in New York. I have this whole plan to find a marketing job in New York. I mean, I just signed a lease to an apartment that I move into in less than 2 weeks.
Congrats.
First apartment ever?
First apartment. My roommate and I will be there for 2 years. After that, she wants to move to Europe post-grad.
I wonder, what are like some college lessons that we've had to learn? Or like maybe if anyone in college is listening, like any advice we could give or...
I can start with that one.
Because there's nothing worse than being dropped off at college.
No,
like I'm just,
for sure.
It's life-changing, life-altering.
For me, I was literally dropped off at college on move-in day, my birthday, August 29th, 2021 in New York City. It was so scary. I was dropped off on the 19th floor overlooking Midtown Manhattan. It was so scary. Remember, orientation was like 12 hours a day. Fordham's orientation is
12 hours? Seriously?
12 hours, yeah.
What?
No, like 12 hours on Saturday, 8 hours on Sunday, like 5 hours on move-in day.
Oh my God.
We went over so many presentations. We had like walks in the city. It was absolutely brutal.
Was your orientation, Ethan, online?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we were COVID high school graduates, so we didn't get that.
4 hours?
It's terrible.
I think so.
Mine was
they were trying
mine
to
was
speed
the
run
whole
it.
weekend.
Yeah.
It was 2 days, and I think it was like 8 hours both day, not 12 hours.
So brutal. Like
I went to the library on campus for the first time.
Honestly,
the other day.
it's not all that like. It was kind of like, I have to walk and like sit here.
You're just like not listening.
No.
And all the like campus guys are just like so enthusiastic for no reason.
The one I had is actually pretty cool. He was like telling us all the ends of like what's teachers to take and all this stuff.
Good.
So I was glad he was like cool about that. Yeah.
yeah,
cool.
no. Our orientation leaders took attendance, and if we didn't show up, we had to have a meeting with the class dean. Like, Fordham is so strict. We only get 2 or 3 absences unexcused.
The entire semester?
The entire semester.
Oh my God.
Other than that, if we miss a class and it's not excused, we have 4 total absences, excused and unexcused, or we fail the class.
That's crazy.
Fordham's so strict, and they're so strict on their guest policy too. Like, that's why I'm getting out of the dorms. Like, it's so bad. Like, and
is there like a reason for it? What is their like reasoning?
They're a Jesuit university.
Is it private?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
private.
Yeah.
Like you can't have it's so bad. Like you can't have anyone of the opposite gender in the dorms after 3:30 a.m. Otherwise, you get paid. Like,
I thought it was gonna be a little earlier.
No.
Or an interesting.
Or you have to pay a fine. Like, if you want to have someone spend the night, then you have to go to the RA on duty and get a
Was yours like
guest
strict?
pass.
Sometimes they don't really care.
It depends. The thing is, like, they don't really care at the campus in the Bronx, but they care at the Manhattan campus.
Right.
And the guards are like, if you don't swipe your ID card just to get into the dorm, they'll be like, hey, you need to come back and swipe it.
For New York, I was like, for New York though, I feel like that's kind of safe though, because there's so many people. It's the city. I would be kind of scared if like my dorm people keep the door open for everyone to go in.
I bet your mom is like a huge fan of the rules.
She agrees with me on the guest policy, but with the guards, it's just like, you know.
should also say Krysta's mom works for CA. What does she do?
She's a digital marketing strategist.
So did she like take you around New York City before? Like, did you travel a lot? Did you tour it?
I mean, I was raised traveling.
Yeah.
Like, I've been to so many places throughout my childhood. Before I chose Fordham, I've probably been to New York like 10 times.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So were you familiar with it a little bit?
I was very familiar.
That's good.
We went up maybe once, twice a year. So
Okay, that makes it a little easier then.
Yeah, it would have been very different for one of us probably just being
I don't think I've
walked
ever been
into
to
New York City.
so-
Been there once or twice actually.
I went on my 8th grade trip.
We were supposed to go
Yeah, we were
my
supposed to go
senior
too.
year
Really?
actually, and COVID. They were just like we were able to go, but like because they're like you have to have a vaccine and not everyone can go, then we're not doing it.
Yeah.
No
It's like
way.
just
So
let
here's
us
the
go
whole
if we can go.
class?
Yeah, and the year after they went to New York.
Oh my god.
Man.
no, like Fordham was so strict on vaccines. New York was so strict on vaccines, and now everything is open now. So like it ruined.
We were the only senior class not to go to New York for the program that I was in.
That's so sad.
That's pretty crazy.
Well, no, because I think the year that COVID happened.
Yeah, they got it the worst.
Okay, no, actually, I lied. The
Yeah.
junior year, I guess, before me, they didn't go, because that was COVID. But
Why do I literally feel like that was so long ago? Like, I almost
kinda
don't even
was.
remember.
It was.
Like, I
It was
almost
like 4 years ago?
4
Yeah,
years ago.
2019.
Yeah.
That's so crazy. That was like a literal like life trauma that we
Yeah.
all had to go through.
2020.
I couldn't imagine
4 or
like
5
owning a
months of
business.
nothing.
Oh my
like-
god, like I was the only senior in high school online, who did online class.
Really?
My graduating,
how big was your graduating class?
27.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's a little different.
It was bad. Yeah. It was bad. And the adjustment from being the only senior online to high school to college was a little rough, but I mean, I don't know. It was weird.
That's crazy. I had actually the opposite story. At one point in the year, my senior year, so our senior year, I was the only person in class.
You were the only person?
Because we did hybrid. We did half online, half...
No one. How big was your class?
We didn't even have the option to go, I don't think.
Really? Yeah, we had the option like halfway through. But
I just remember... Go ahead.
No. I was in a smaller class because I had IB. So I think we had, out of IB, probably like 60. But still, I was the only person in a couple classes. It was pretty insane.
I honestly just remember like being a stupid kid in high school, like being so free, just like running around. I just feel like I was out of school. I don't remember really much else. Everything else was closed.
Yeah.
That was not me. Oh my God. From 2020 to like until I went to college, my parents kept me on a tight leash until we got the vaccines.
Yeah.
I did not see any friends. If I saw a friend, I had to be outside 6 feet away wearing a mask.
I'm trying to think if I
It was so bad.
I did originally.
I have a terrible memory.
But like at first, everyone was terrified of it.
Yeah.
You remember that? People weren't even allowed to drive outside.
Yeah, that was like the first like 2 weeks.
Exactly.
And like we were like, oh, spring break.
Yeah.
It's
No,
like
for
2
sure.
weeks, and then it turned into like a whole year.
6 months.
But honestly, that summer, it was kind of nice. It was like, it sucked that like the
Yeah.
pandemic was going on, but like just being home.
It was
like
peaceful.
not having
It's
like
relaxing.
responsibilities that summer.
Going for walks.
Oh
There
my
was
God,
like bike rides.
What was the TikTok coffee?
Whipped coffee.
Oh. I redid my whole room. Like, it was just being
you
productive.
did do that.
Nice. I got a question for everyone else. I would say personally that I grew as a person the most my first year of college. Would you guys agree with that?
100%.
Definitely.
Yeah, it was a very big like jump from high school to college, but like
100%.
I liked it.
I think I called my mom probably 6 times a day. I'm not kidding.
Wow.
Yeah, I learned how to do laundry.
Congrats!
I just learned so much. Learning. And
it was more learning the freedom for me because I never really had much freedom, if I'm being honest, until I was completely separated.
Really,
from my
I was a
parents.
pretty independent child. Not gonna lie.
I think you can tell the way that kids are parented, like when you meet them in college.
Oh, 100%.
If that makes sense.
100%. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like my parents are very just like, I didn't really do like anything. They knew I wasn't gonna do anything
bad. You were
bad.
such a good kid.
So I was allowed to do anything that I wanted because it wasn't gonna be like I was
Same.
gonna do something that. And they like trusted all of us, so I was never like felt like, oh my God, I'm finally out of my parents' house.
Yeah.
Like
there was no rebelling.
I was able to do everything that I could do when I was home, so it wasn't that like big of a difference for me.
But really just learning like how to be on your own, and
Yeah.
I like enjoy my alone time so much that sometimes it was nice. Like maybe my sophomore year I realized, okay, I really like being on my own and doing my own things and going to get my own groceries, whatever. But I think my freshman year it was a lot of just missing home.
Yeah.
I think I even came home early my spring semester to start working.
Wow.
Just so that I could go home. Yeah. And it's great because like I can reflect on like my transition because like I'm home every summer now, but it's not like I'm like I can't wait to go home or I can't wait to go back to school. Like I'm just sort of content at wherever I am, which is like a great thing, I guess, because it's like
That is pretty cool.
I'm just
That's
satisfied
important.
wherever I'm at.
Yeah,
But I think maybe, are you like at a point where you're kind of like outgrowing school a little bit or no? Because I could have graduated. I know we both could have graduated early.
Definitely, yeah.
But I think that one more year and I'm good to go.
everybody I talked to, because like there was a point this semester I was really trying to focus on my professional development, and I probably talked to 30 to 40 professional people in the span of 4 or 5 weeks, just because I was really trying to like get my name out there and just talk to people about their experiences and stuff.
What would you say?
Well, I'm going to ask them a bunch of questions. You know, what's your greatest mistake? What is one thing you wish you knew in my shoes?
Oh my God, what was like the craziest thing anyone ever said?
Going too fast. And that's like...
Oh.
No, and that's what I'm saying. It's like a lot of people were telling me that these were the best 4 years of their life. And I was trying to do it in 2. And I was like, I just want to like jump in the real world. I want to be ready for this.
Yeah.
But after talking to so many people, it's like, this is really the best time of people's entire lives, So I really want to like take it a little bit slower,
That's really good advice for me, actually.
Starting my freshman year, like everyone around me, my sister just graduated, my brother graduated, they're like, I so wish I was in your position right now. They're like, to be like in freshman year and have those like 4 years ahead of you, like I would do anything to be back there. Like everyone that like wasn't in college anymore was telling me that. I was like, oh my God, I have to like cherish it. Even though like then I'm like having my exams, I'm like, oh my God, I want to get out of here.
Maybe I'm not so much like ready to leave college, but I think for the first time in my entire life, I'm like very content on where I'm going to be post-grad. So maybe it's just like the knowing of like what's coming, because like
coming?
Oh my
God, what do you
God,
think is coming?
I don't know.
I wish. I literally have no idea.
Yeah.
I would like to either move to South Florida or any major big city. I wouldn't even be picky. I will move to New York City with Krysta. I wouldn't hate Chicago at all. My brother just moved to Atlanta. I think I would just thrive in any like big city. I think like a lot of it too is like, I'm in Greek life at UCF, so I rushed my sophomore year, so I was meeting so many people all the time. And then, like, once my junior year came, like, you kind of slow down with who you meet and who you know. And I think that post-grad, like, I'm so excited to be thrown into a whole new city and to have the whole, like, same social experience happening again. Not that it will, because I won't be in a sorority, but...
Yeah. No, I definitely see what you're saying. I think... I also joined a fraternity. It was a business fraternity, so like not like the whole experience. But
such a finance bro.
Crazy.
I try.
I've been to a business college. Like I visited my boyfriend there, and yeah, you're a finance bro.
You're a stereotype. Oh no.
I need to go up there and say hi to him. But I think it's so cool because it's like, at least for the fraternity I was in, it's such like a diverse group of people. And I think that's kind of like the coolest part about it, because sometimes you're kind of limited to who you have around you, especially in the dorms. I don't know about apartments, if it's any different. But I noticed that like it's usually a lot of the same type of people, and there's not much like difference in the people you meet.
Right.
But through a lot of different clubs I was doing, a lot of different organizations off and on campus, I noticed that like a lot of different people have very similar goals. So if you can find people that have the same goals as you, but come from completely different places, you can learn so much.
Right.
People that already have like done your goals and stuff. And for anyone listening that is going to college, I'd recommend join some clubs, join some organizations.
Yeah.
That's the
DSP.
best advice.
That's how you meet people.
But,
I mean,
anyway,
especially like I've met so many different people, and like all my friends, they come from different walks of life, different countries. Like my best friend, like she has like 7 different passports. She's crazy.
That's really cool.
Yeah, she's actually gonna be my roommate. But yeah, that's the one cool thing about New York City and Fordham. Like there's so many international students. Like you just like meet so many different people, and they all have like similar goals to you.
Yeah, definitely the best advice. Like I struggle with this, so I should take it more. But like just talk to people. Yeah. Like, especially your freshman year, that's the best. Like, in your classes, say hi to the person next to you, join clubs.
I remember one time I needed, like, a partner, and the cutest girl was sitting in front of me. I'm like, oh, my God, I just got to ask her. I should just ask her. And I did, and I just remember it being the hugest deal ever, which is so true. Like, your classes, whatever, just do it.
Yeah, talk to people in your classes. Like, I met, like, 2 of my close friends in my Spanish class this year, and I realized that one of them was actually in my Spanish class the first semester of my freshman year. And we both struggled so much in that class because it was a 5-credit class, and it met 3 times. Yeah, it was in
God.
Spanish is, like, languages are so, like, pushed and so hard at my school. And it met, like, 3 or 4 times a week for, like, 3 hours.
Are you, like, any good at Spanish?
Oh.
I'm trying to think of how many. I took AP Spanish. I took so much Spanish I can't speak it.
So bad. Did you at least get, like, the...
I didn't pass the exam. I got a 2 on the AP.
Really?
Spanish, so hard.
No,
if you're not native, it's so hard.
I agree. I was the French club president at my school. You know how much French I can speak? None. I can speak any French.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Like, they make us take, like, at least 3 years of Spanish for Bright Futures, I'm pretty sure. And
or I took French.
That's in
any language.
Yeah.
And, like, literally none of us can speak it.
In high school, I only took 2 years of Spanish, and then in college, I was thrown in. And I was forced to take 2 years again, and I knew nothing.
Yeah. It's also hard because you don't have anyone to practice with. You're only practicing like an hour.
Right, if you don't come home and you're not like speaking it to your mom.
How are you gonna retain any of it?
And they're like, you have to like go up in front of the class and give an hour and 15 presentation without notes, only in Spanish.
AP Spanish every Friday morning was a 2-minute presentation.
That's
the teacher like knew I like Google translated everything. I would read it right off the and he's like, this girl cannot speak Spanish. Like, I'm gonna give her an A.
How was your AP exam? Because if you took it at the same time I did, we had it on the year where we didn't actually have like the test. It was like,
I took AP Spanish my junior year. So
I did too. I took IB.
Junior year would have been that year that the AP exams got canceled.
Because we had like the online, and it was like super easy. It was like.
Was it? Well, I remember.
That was my sophomore year.
Oh,
yeah, that was my junior year.
Wait, no, you're 2 years older than me, actually.
My senior year was messed up. My junior year wasn't.
Right.
No, it hit junior year.
You guys might be
in the middle of it, I thought.
No. You guys might be different years, I think.
Are we? No way.
Are we?
We might be.
Wait, when did you graduate? 2020?
2021.
Yeah, you're my year, but you.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Okay, that makes
a lot. I was like, wow, that's so weird.
But I do remember I took my AP Stats, my AP Psych. What else did I take? And they were all online, and they were super easy, and I think I passed all of them.
I took A Psych sophomore year. Did not have to take the test even. Like, it wasn't even online because it was A's. The A's exams just got canceled, and the teachers graded it, and he gave us like the easiest test.
Oh, that's nice.
That's nice.
No, my AP Spanish I took in the computer lab. It was so hard.
Did your guys' schools like accept your AP?
Yes.
They said they wouldn't.
You went out of state. So, did they not?
No.
Yeah.
Wait,
none
of your credits
happens.
No.
That's
did you have
horrible.
Not that many. No.
Wow.
I had a lot. So, like, it covered a lot of mine. Like, I took bio, and I'm like I don't take any bio classes because
That's
of
really
it.
Cool. Really?
Yeah, because I took AP and ACE both, and it gives you all your bio credits and all the labs.
It did. How many credits do you have going in? Because I almost had my associate's degree.
I don't know. I probably had like. I'd have to look.
Okay.
Maybe I had a lot.
I wonder if ACE and IB were similar because I know
they're based ACE, IB, and AP are all the same thing, and they're just different.
You almost had your associate's degree going in. Like
I had more credits, but I didn't have all the requirements for it.
That's insane.
That's
Some of the classes I took though, they were like AP and like technical college credit, but they only did like an elective. They didn't actually do. The most credit I got was from my bio class and my econ. I actually did all my
I didn't get any econ credits.
You didn't? It got all of mine. That's why my business major, you have to do both econs.
God, I took
and then like 4 others.
Totally forgot. I don't think I passed econ.
Really? I did pass too. They didn't give me anything.
We took macro and micro.
I took IB econ. I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, let's start wrapping up. Let's maybe think about something that we hope to either take away or learn or just anything that we hope.
We're excited to do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's a good question.
It was my question, but I don't exactly have an answer.
I feel like I know. I feel like I'm most excited for like to get events started at Second Soul and like helping out, setting up, learning more about video production with Ennis back there.
You have some really cool packages.
I think it's really interesting.
For who? Coaches?
Yeah, there's coaches.
Realtors.
Really?
Lawyers.
Oh, awesome.
There's a whole plan set in place. I'm excited to get that started.
Look out for the promos.
Learn about all of it.
Yeah. Stay tuned.
Yeah, I'm very excited to start editing more reels and continue the social calendar and just see the future of CEA and Second Soul.
I think we're really enjoying doing the social.
Mm-hmm.
Which,
I also enjoy that.
Yeah, it's like a really cool like little creative outlet, but I think I equally like I'm kind of working with the senior project manager here a lot, so I think I'm really enjoying the organization of it all and the direction and just like overseeing all of that. So I'm really excited to keep doing that.
I think right now the best part of the job I have is really learning the inside of a business, because I don't think many people realize how
oh my God, I have no idea what all went into it.
And especially just dealing with Kelly's finances. You got a lot of work on your hands.
No, for sure.
She's always like, oh, Ethan has to do that. Yeah. Oh, like, give that to Ethan.
And I wouldn't even know. If someone would come up to me like, hey, did you pay this? I'm like, what?
She doesn't even know.
Yeah.
the money.
It's so funny.
But I think
she needs someone like you.
Yeah. And I think that's why it's so cool, because like it's such an integral part of the business, and it really, you just wouldn't know if you wouldn't know. Like, ignorance is bliss sometimes, but and I think it's just, I'm most excited about learning what it really takes to like understand a business, because if you can understand the business, you can basically do anything, you know what I'm saying?
See, and that's why I think we're breaking the intern stereotypes of just being like coffee runners. Like, we are literally given on the daily, given so, not even so much work, but Kelly's just constantly like throwing out her creative ideas.
Yeah.
So it's really like up to us to just, you know, sit down, plan it out, and execute it for her.
Definitely.
You know?
Like, we're planning like our whole social calendar. Like,
right.
She has a lot of exciting stuff, and she just keeps generating it.
She's like, whatever. I'm like, all right, let me have it. But as an intern, it's like totally on us to just take whatever we're thrown with, which actually has just been like entertaining, you know?
It definitely has.
It's nice to
just
add
it
it
to the list. Right. We're never, I always see TikToks of like interns, and all the comments are like, whenever you're bored and you have no work, just like play blah, 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 like whatever the game is on the computer. I'm like, I literally never have time to do that.
When have we ever had free time here? Like,
I don't know. When I'm eating my lunch, like, I don't know.
Yeah, right. Sometimes, if we're lucky. No, but I think it's also, she's so like, smart. She has so much knowledge.
Watching her,
she just like watching her in action is
she knows everything.
When
crazy.
we went to a home builder the other day, and literally listening to her like convince this guy of like why he needs marketing, because you know some people just don't think they need it, and at the end of the day, like the backbone of your company is like who, you know, like
getting
the
customers
results,
in, right?
the effectiveness, right? So it's just so great to watch her work, and we're really going to miss her, but that's why we're taking over the podcast. So it was so lovely to be here.
It was. Thank you, everyone.
Yes.
Thank you. And thank you, Ennis. All right, we'll see you guys next week.
Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
At CEA Marketing, we take your business, your passion, and your why, and we sell it. If you're unsure where to start marketing your company, CEA Marketing is here to help. Our team at CEA has tons of experience and top-notch training, which helps you take all the stress and confusion out of marketing your own business. After years of working with large companies like Pulte Homes and Metro Places, we guarantee the successful implementation of a marketing strategy.